2019 high school Blitz season preview has it all.
You want to get to know the roots of one of the best quarterbacks in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, Dad, that's what I want to know about.
Nah, man, just prep me for the defending state champs.
Let's have a great practice. 3-on-3, 1, 2, 3.
The best back in Philly happens to be one of the best people. We've got his story. And speaking of backs.
What's up, guys? Johnny Murray here, and I'm the best running back in South Jersey.
Nah, Johnny, I'm the best back in South Jersey. We're going to see August 31st.
Nah, I'm the best back in South Jersey.
Hang on, fellas. I'm the best athlete in South Jersey.
From the best of the present to a Hall of Fame flashback, the Blitz is back, and it starts right now.
NBC10's High School Blitz, sponsored by your local tri-state Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
And with that, we welcome you to the 2019 season preview of the High School Blitz. I'm NBC10's Lucy Bustamante, and in the show, we're going to showcase some of the very best players and the very best teams in our region as well. But this show begins with perhaps the best story, and that's the story of Kamal Gray. He's the young man with a former Pro Bowl quarterback mentoring him and his famous father, part of the world-famous Roots crew. Tim Furlong has his story.
The young man dropping dimes like this one, yeah, that's Kamal Gray.
Come on, big boy.
The dad just watching like any other dad, well, that's Kamal Gray, too.
I am just another football dad, you know, and I try to keep it that way. Good shot, good shot. Sit right there.
These two may look like your regular father-son football family, but Dad is famous. He's the keyboardist for Philly's own legendary Roots crew.
It's honestly a blessing. There's a lot of cool things that come with it, but I guess to me, he's just still my dad.
His dad's worldwide travels have helped make connections.
That's it. That's better.
Like the one made in 2004 during the Eagles Super Bowl run.
I first met Kamal in 2004 when I was at the Eagles backing up Donovan.
We were hired, the Roots were hired as the music for the winners party, and didn't go the way we wanted it to go.
At the Super Bowl party, they performed. That's it. So we always kept in touch. And then when Kamal got of age, he was like, man, I want you to just start working with my son.
He said, I want to talk to him. I want to mentor him on a lot of levels.
Good.
These days, Jeff Blake mentors some of the country's best high school QBs in his home state of Texas. But every year, the former Pro Bowler flies into work with Kamal. This year, our NBC10 cameras were there.
Keep it up.
We just talk about everything from football to manhood, schoolwork, everything.
Good. That's so much better. We talk about life. We talk about things that you got to deal with on and off the football field.
There's a lot to talk about.
Kamal is one of Pennsylvania's top quarterbacks, but some colleges have hesitated to offer a football scholarship because of his height.
Well, size doesn't matter anymore. Kyler Murray just spelled that. If you can be 5'10", 5'11", and be the first pick in the draft, who cares anymore, right?
What he has to do is go out and prove it to these guys that, so what, I'm 5'10", 5'11", I can throw the ball, I can make good decisions, and I can move with my feet.
Having him with me is a lot of a help because he keeps me level-headed pretty much and talks me through like what to do basically.
And that's a major advantage for Kamal, a dad who has seen it all, lived it all, and loves him through it all.
If I can do anything within my power to help my son achieve his dreams and goals, then that's why I do what I do.
For the High School Blitz, Tim Furlong, NBC10.
From the son of a talented musician, we move to perhaps the most talented athlete in our region, a player who had close to 30 Division I scholarship offers to play football in college. And he's expected to be drafted in the MLB baseball draft next June. Well, once upon a time, there was Bo Jackson or Deion Sanders playing two sports, but now it's R.J. Moton.
Go!
R.J. Moton is a difficult young man to keep up with.
Normally it's like I'll have baseball in the morning, I'll have football lifting after that, then I'll go back to baseball for like hitting or something like that.
He is perhaps the premier two-sport athlete in all of South Jersey.
He's done a great job at being able to really balance his schedule, and honestly, it's his parents that really, keep him grounded on that.
Ron and Pat are RJ's parents. His mom helps him maintain his hectic schedule.
He knows as soon as the season's over, it's like a switch. He switches to the other season.
We caught up with Ron and Pat at the Carpenter Cup All-Star Game this summer. It's a showcase of the very best baseball talent in the region. RJ helped lead his team to the championship.
I always look forward to being able to play in this one.
Someday, RJ hopes to play in the pro home of a team like the Eagles or their neighbor, the Phillies, potentially following in the footsteps of America's most famous two-sport athlete, Bo Jackson.
It's humbling for people to talk about him and put him in that category, but I can tell you, I played against Bo Jackson. RJ's no Bo Jackson.
Yes, RJ's dad was once a very good player at Florida. So good, the Eagles drafted him in 1987, although a preseason knee injury ended his football career. But if you tell RJ what his dad said about the Bo Jackson comparison,
It's all a blessing, but I'm gonna have to prove my dad wrong.
RJ has already made one big decision. He's accepted a scholarship offer to play football for Michigan next fall. He also plans to play baseball for the Wolverines. But when next June's baseball draft rolls around, RJ says he could go pro. He's a young man with a world of opportunity. And for that, he's got his parents to thank.
My parents have always raised me, be humble, be thankful, whatever. So that's really all I'm doing. I'm just thankful and blessed.
Taylor, big hole, 30, 35, 40. They give to Taylor again, straight ahead to the 15, Taylor to 10, to the 5, touchdown, Wisconsin. Hand off Jonathan Taylor to the 20, there he is, he's breaking it to the 10, to the 5, touchdown, Wisconsin.
That's Wisconsin's Jonathan Taylor, a leading Heisman candidate this year who first made his name at Salem High School a few years back. South Jersey remains a hotbed of running back talent, as we saw with R.J. Moton, but he's far from alone. Erin Coleman is running down the dream of Highland's Johnny Martin.
Running down a dream, supported by University of Maryland, University College.
Johnny Martin can clearly see his football future.
To make it to the league, eventually the Hall of Fame, that's my main goal.
And he's running to make his goals reality.
I can run, catch the ball, I can run people over, I can juke. I'm just a total package.
A year ago, Johnny became only the second South Jersey running back to rush for 2,000 yards in a season as a sophomore. The other, Morristown's Albert Young.
Johnny, Albert Young here. Congratulations on reaching 2,000 yards, man.
Upon reaching the milestone, Albert sent Johnny this congratulatory message.
Just keep uplifting your teammates. Keep inspiring them with your play.
It feels great because I'm getting noticed from everybody, and especially him from this sense because he's from South Jersey and did the same thing I did. It's great that I got his support.
Albert reached the goal Johnny has to play in the NFL.
3, 2, 1, explode.
Johnny also works alongside pros every day at Adrenaline Fitness in Cherry Hill.
It makes me feel like anybody can make it from anywhere and any background.
Johnny's next big stage will be Highland's season opener, where he goes head-to-head with one of the state's other top backs, Jada Byers.
People view it as like Highland's still the underdog in South Jersey, so I just want to make people know that Highland's the new powerhouse in South Jersey and that we're here to stay for a long time.
And that's exactly the plan for South Jersey's Johnny football. For the High School Blitz, I'm Erin Coleman, NBC10.
23 miles down the AC Expressway from Highland is St. Joe's High School, where you'll find two other running backs who can certainly lay claim to the title of best running back in South Jersey. As our Brandon Hudson learned, the competition between these two never stops.
This championship banner hangs in the St. Joe's weight room. Jada Byers is the young man who helped run it down. Jada ran St. Joe's to that state title last year. He beat Holy Spirit's Elijah Gray in the process. So when we brought Elijah to Jada's St. Joe's home, that title game was a big topic.
I know we got banner up here. Does this motivate you at all for this coming up season?
Every day in the weight room. Yeah. Right up on the board, just look at it, start lifting hard.
Jada and Elijah ran wild a season ago, but college recruiters haven't gone crazy with offers, due mainly to height. Elijah is 5'8", Jada is 5'7".
Them people that's short, I call them grinders. They're going to get it where I need to be at, and they're going to make them big plays.
Are you a grinder?
Yes, yes, yes.
Elijah?
It's heart over height for me. Me and my man, we've been going through this since freshman year. Height. It really doesn't matter in this game, man. It's heart. It's just heart and everything.
What do you think is going to help get you guys to that next level? That chip on your shoulder?
That chip on our shoulder.
Yeah, me competing too a lot too.
So we figured, let's get the competition cooking with a game of Madden.
What are people gonna see when you hit the field?
He a bad man.
Yeah?
He gonna fear me.
Jada, what are they gonna see when you hit the field?
What, August 31st? Yeah. The best running back in South Jersey.
The good-natured smack talk spilled over into the game.
He gets nothing. Hey, let's go. He's got it. Throw that. Yo, no. All right, let me turn up on him. I got it.
How you losing, man? Like,
yeah, y'all know. Matter of fact, I'm pause the game. What do Holy Spirit always do? Y'all always go, what, 14-0 on us, right?
Yeah, y'all always come back. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
They always come back. They always go 14-0 on us.
I like that energy. Let's keep that.
He can't stick you, Willie-O?
Talk to me.
Yo, that's fake. No, yo, I be about to score. They be cheating on this team, man.
In South Jersey, with two running backs with video game-like moves, Brandon Hudson, NBC10.
Swift's got running room. Swift by the defense. 40, 30. They won't catch him. Go, Swift into the end zone. Touchdown. The freshman just ran it back to Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift is our region's other Heisman Trophy contender. Before starring at Georgia, the Philly native led St. Joe's Prep to 3 state titles. And this year, the Hawks, once again, the top-ranked team in the region. And if they win their first 3 games, they could rise to #1 in the country. But this year brings a whole new set of challenges. Rosemary Connors is in North Philly with the Prep.
Your St. Joe's Prep Hawks are state champions for the 4th time in 6 years.
St. Joe's Prep has established itself as the region's dominant program of the decade. Their goals have not changed.
Undefeated state championship, that's the goal here every year, and anything less than that is a little bit of a disappointment.
What has changed is the man in charge.
There it is. Oh, catch it with your hands, Cade.
Tim Roken is the new head man at St. Joe's Prep.
Let's have a great practice. 3-on-3, 1, 2, 3.
It's been great. It's the support of, first the administration, and, from the jump has been awesome.
We go shuffle, right.
Same tradition. We're trying to keep that tradition alive so that we can play exactly like we've been playing before, if not better.
Are you going to match it? Right? Or are you going to take plays off today? Are you going to try and cut corners?
The rookie head coach will be tested immediately. The Prep's first 3 games are against top teams from Georgia, Washington, D.C., and Florida. 3 teams that USA Today has ranked in the top 10 in the whole country.
We got a shot to, have our chance to go against that competition in the first 3 and see where we are as a program and see what we need to get better at.
But the Hawks have tons of their own talent and plenty of familiar names. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., the son of the famous Eagle, leads the defense. And Marvin Harrison Jr., the son of the Hall of Famer, is so good that top colleges from all over the country are already offering him scholarships.
I'm just slowing it down right now, not trying to focus too much on it.
Perhaps the Hawks' most talented player is junior quarterback Kyle McCord. He's already accepted an offer to play at Ohio State.
It's definitely nice to get it off my chest early.
Aside from the talent and tradition of success, maybe the hidden key for the Prep's winning ways: yearly service trips. This year's trip came in June, 5 days in South Carolina, serving underprivileged kids.
It was a lot of fun just meeting some of those little kids, just put a smile on your face, and made some, I think, life-lasting relationships.
Hope
God, I don't even know how to explain it. Just see their eyes light up when they see us walk in and get that, just give them that attention that you could tell they don't get at home. It felt great. It warmed your heart.
For the High School Blitz, I'm Rosemary Connors, NBC10.
As you saw, the prep is loaded with some of the area's very best players, but they are not alone. Newman Goretti features a young man who is in the conversation for the best running back in all of Pennsylvania. And he's just as good off the field. NBC Sports Philadelphia's John Clark has his story.
Everybody knows Coach Tyshee. You guys think he's pretty good? Some guys said he was good, right?
Yeah. Newman Goretti's Tyshee Johnson. Yeah, he's good, all right.
Good job. He's right up there. I mean, I've coached some really good ones.
No! Albie Crosby has coached some good ones. DJ Moore, Jalen Strong, and Curtis Brinkley are all recent pros Albie has coached. He says Tyshee, who goes by Sheen, blends right into that talented group.
Just great young people who kind of appreciate the game and appreciate everything that comes with it.
Sheen spent part of his summer sharing that love of the game with youngsters.
Pump the arms, pump the arms. Coach Albie asked me did I want to help out the kids, coach them up, and I said, yeah, I'll be happy to do it. Like this, right foot.
Volunteering was just one part of Sheen's summer. The other? Dominating opponents in 7-on-7 tournaments.
Too easy? It's too easy.
Specifically in the Eagles' second annual high school tournament at the NovaCare Complex. In this game, Sheen scored 4 touchdowns on his team's first 4 possessions.
I just keep working so I can live up to the expectations.
Green 18, set it. The expectations are sky high for this junior to be, and while his future is up in the air at the moment, a recent scholarship offer came from Stanford, a credit to his work on and off the field.
I know it's a big deal, but not as big as it really is, until everybody keep telling me, dang, out of all the schools, that's the best offer.
So I think he might be the only kid in the city anyway that has gotten an offer from Stanford.
Sheen looked very comfortable playing where the pros play, and becoming a pro is something that he dreams about every day.
Playing at the highest stage, on the biggest level, on TV, in front of millions of fans. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
For the High School Blitz, John Clark, NBC Sports Philadelphia.
Friday Night Flashback, supported by Raymore and Flanagan. Get the look for less, plus delivery 7 days a week.
Ask almost any pro, at what level did he have the most fun playing sports? And the answer is usually high school. The same can be said for the answer himself, Allen Iverson. He's one of Philly's best ever basketball players. But did you know that he may have just been better at football? Don't believe me? Just ask Allen. We did. Keith Jones has more in our Friday Night Flashback.
Allen Iverson had all the answers in basketball. But did you know the answer believes football was actually his best game?
Wow, 60 yards.
Yes, the former high school quarterback was just as electric on the gridiron as the hardwood.
I actually thought, and I know people will think I'm crazy by thinking this, but it's me.
Iverson fakes, rolls, looks downfield. He can run with the football. He is finally driven out of bounds.
I actually thought I was a way better player in football than I was in basketball. And I'm a Hall of Famer at basketball, so, it is what it is.
Welcoming Allen to the Hall of Fame are Larry Brown, Julius Erving, John Thompson.
Before his basketball Hall of Fame career, Iverson led Bethel High School to a Virginia State title nearly 30 years ago.
The excitement of it, the love, the passion, the energy, everything about football. That's what I loved about it. That's what I miss about it.
For the High School Blitz, I'm Keith Jones, NBC10.
That's all the time we have on this season preview special of The Blitz. Friday Night Football is back. Enjoy, everyone.